Hi guys, how are you? I hope you are well, and I hope you are here. And can't wait to see what we are going to do today. If you are here, say hi on the chat. Give me a like. Just say hi on the chat. You can say hi on the chat. You can tell us where you are watching from. We are going to start in a few. I just had some technical problems, but let's do this. Let me just put my things right here so that I can respond to your comments on time. Anyway, how have you been doing? I hope you are well. I hope everything is cool. Yeah, so I'll also be sharing the report that we did. So in case you are new here, Lewis Fabian, hey, from Washington, Moranga. Oh, wow. How is Washington, Moranga? How is Washington? How is everything right there? You guys can say hi. You can say hi, guys. There's no harm in saying hi. You can tell us where you are from, or you can give it a like, or you can just give me a like. You can just give me a like. Means a lot to me. Just a like means a lot to me. Anyway, Jackson, nice to see you from Diani. Are you sure, Diani? Are you sure, Jackson? Jackson, are you really sure you are from Diani? Okay, let me just mute every device here. Uh, and any noise. Okay, let's see where we left. We're just going to go straight to where we left. In case you want the repo is always will always be shared with you. You guys never worry about anything. I got you guys. So we are in day 4 of vibe coding, and we did several features in which we are going to demo the features. Let me first share the repo. In which we are going to demo the features that we built or that other time. Then we are going to look at new features that we can build. And remember, for those who have been joining continuously, consistently, we are likely to build the admin dashboard today. You are likely to build admin dashboard today. So yeah. So for everyone who is new, in case you are wondering what have we been building, you can take that repo I've shared on the chat. The repo is right there. You can have it and you can play around with it, guys. You can play around with it. Diane is in Kwale. Oh, wow. Thank you, Jackson. So let's get into it. I want us to start coding and thinking. But before we start, so far, we have seen several ways of writing code. Before you use AI for it to give you that particular code, you have to crack some things. You have to know how to prompt. You have to know how to structure your prompt. You have to understand the features that you are building and all those kind of stuff before you prompt the AI. The reason why we say that we have to know everything just like that is to make sure that we don't is to make sure that everyone understands what they have to do. They know the features that they have to do. No one is exhausting their AI credits, everything like that. So that's why we decided to first know how to prompt and then work around that. So let's see where we are at. Just a moment. Boom. There we go. Okay, this is what we have been building so far. We have built the homepage Last time you remember that we fixed some few pages, and let me just get the drawing. Mail sketch. Mail. It's called sketch B. Let me just get the drawings correct. Let me get the drawings correct. Yeah. So as you can see, these are the features that we build. Let's see what we can build today. So last time, the main feature that we built, or the main problem, was basically household, registering an household so that no particular household can pick more than one food item. Of course, we had to register the entire household. Okay, we had to register the household. So that was the main feature for last time. Now, before we build the features today, let's see from day 1 up to day 3 what we have been able to successfully do. Let's see what we have been able to successfully do. First of all, you can donate food stuff and you can donate any food stuff. You can donate any food stuff. You can donate like 20 kg. You can add best before this particular date. You can just pick a date. Then here available until when, just you can check the date. Is it flexible? Is it as soon as possible? Then you can add any description here. Pick kindly pick this. Then you can continue with the location. You can either decide to go with the Google map, in which we are going to later fix that. Worry not, we are going to fix that. But you can also type, either use Google map, select where you want someone to come and pick. You have no visuals? Is that for everyone? Can you guys see what I'm sharing? It's only Mr. Wonderpond. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Wonderpond. Okay, nice to see you, Lewis. Nice to see you, Jackson. Jackson is here. Mr. Wonderpond is right here. Our friend 4360 is right here. Nice to nice to see you, JS Daddy, again. So we are going to do all this. Okay, so you can manually type address. You can type address to where this person has to pick this food, any location of your choice, but this is a specific location. You can add your phone number and you can review and post, something like this. You can review if everything is cool, and then you can share the food stuff. You can share the food stuff. For now, I don't want to share any food stuff because that we proved that was really working. We can view donations. You can view donations, and actually you can see all the donations right here. You can see all the donations right here. Okay. Then you can, in case you are in your household, you can edit a specific household. Then you can add household details. For the household details, is that, let's say my house is needy, and then we only have 5 members in that household. You can actually register the 5 household members. Then only one person can collect food on behalf of that household. In case someone else tries to apply for a particular food stuff, they can't get that food stuff because someone from that household has already applied for that food stuff. Okay, so that is the main feature that we did last week. So this week we are mainly focusing on all this call. We are mainly focusing on what? Let's see what we can focus on. Remember that we promised that we are going to fix two things. We are going, you see this dashboard here. You see this dashboard here, this little dashboard. Let me just zoom. This little dashboard here, I don't want it to be visible for everyone. Why can't I just create a simple admin in which this simple admin will see that particular dashboard and many more details, okay? I don't want to show this. There's no need to show this to the public for now. I also want to fix this page here, this particular page here. This was the profile. The profile is not working, it's blank. So I want to fix that. So our main two features are fix the profile, then think about that admin dashboard and how we can access that particular admin dashboard. So those are our main two features. Okay, those are our main two features. So let's see how we can do this. And as usual, remember that I said you can use different AI tools. You can either use Cloud, you can use Casa, in which in Casa, you can use that Casa AI prompt here, that you can just prompt it here. Make sure that you just do it the right way. You can use VS Code and then you use GitHub Copilot, and Copilot will just prompt the same, then it will give you the exact expected output. You can go to Windsurf, in which Windsurf can also give you the same functionalities. Then after that, in case you don't want to use all these different tools, remember it's all about AI. You don't want to be that technical. You're just vibe coding. The goal is to just vibe code without thinking so much, or without wasting our energy thinking so much to create these simple applications. You can either use other tools like Lovable, Bolt, V0, and other vibe coding tools. The goal is to just vibe code and just see what we can do with vibe coding. So the tool of my choice is specifically, let me see, it's specifically Cloud Code. It's specifically Cloud Code. So I mostly use Cloud Code. It's a CLI tool. It's a CLI tool. So let me see what I have. I have this. So basically, I write my commands right here, or my prompts. Then I'll just press enter. Then it will build the system by itself. Then it will update the code. Same functionalities, you can get them in GitHub Copilot, in Copilot, and also you can get them here in Casa. Also, you can use another AI tool that is Windsurf. Yeah, so many tools. Depends on what you feel like using. So let's do this. But before we start, of course, as always, I show you my thinking process. So good morning, everyone. Happy to be here again. Stephen Omwamba, how are you? I know you are well. I know you are going to learn. So let's do this. So those are the main features that you are going to build. For my thinking process, remember this tool that we have been creating, SketchB? I also gave you this tool. You guys can make use of it. I remember I gave you this tool. It's an open source tool that we created. So let's see the other pages that we want to fix. So our main goal is to fix two main pages. It's to fix two main pages. The first page that we want to fix is the profile. Then the other page that we want to fix is the other tool that we want to fix is the admin dashboard. So right here we need the admin dashboard. Admin dashboard. Then we want to fix user profile. So we want to view user profile right here. So any user can view their profile. Any user can basically view their profile. And also we can create an admin that will see every analytics of the system. So these are the main tools that we want to build. So in our profile, it's very simple. In our profile, it's very simple. We want to fix what? We want to, feature number one, see my profile. And this profile includes family, or not family, but household. This, oops, yeah, see. So this family includes a household, and number two includes my requests and donations. My requests or donations. You're going to forgive me. I have some cold here, guys. Worry not. So only two things that we want to see in my profile: the household, then my request or donation. My request is if I go here and pick some food stuff. Okay. Then the other page that is all donations is, let's say that I have donated some food. Why can't I just see it in my dashboard? You see that? Why can't I just see it in my dashboard? So I need that feature. Okay, I need that feature to see whatever I have donated. So those are the two features in the homepage, in the profile. The other features that is in the admin is we want to restrict who can access the admin. Okay, that is feature number one, even before admin page. Then two, show all donations, of course, and amount. Three, show donors, how many people have donated, show donors, and let's say details and etc. etc. You're going to see the donors and etc. Number four, we want to see all activity. Let's just say activities happening, and all activities means donations. Let's see. All the activities means donations, pickups, requests, etc. Okay, so all the requests include all these. So we want to make sure we pick those two points correctly. Okay, we want to make sure that we pick these two things correctly. So we want the admin dashboard and we want the user dashboard. So let's see what we have. Let's see what we can build now. Now, from here is where now we are going to restructure our prompt to fit our needs. Okay, before we go to the prompt, let me see what you guys have to say. Good morning, everyone. Happy to be here again. Now, that was Steven. This is beautiful. Zenibet. Yeah, this is beautiful. God with me. Yeah, hi. I can see you. I can see you just joined. So that's what we are going to build. Now, let me show you my thinking process as we build this. Now, I have to explain to the AI what I'm building in case I've never explained to the AI so that they can understand my history or my context. I have to explain to it what I'm doing. Okay. But if it has an idea or context of what I'm doing, there's no need to re-explain it. So I'll just go to the straight to the prompt and tell it, I have this feature, I have this idea, I have these ideas, and I have these features. So figure out by yourself and make it more effective and more efficient. Then see how best we can do this. So let's do this. Let's do this, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, just a moment. Let me just charge my laptop. Okay, fine, fine, fine. Okay, let's continue. So, let me start with the easy task. That is my user profile. Okay, so I want to fix the user profile. The user profile. Okay, so I want to fix the user profile. And in the user profile, I want, so in the profile, I want, so in the profile, I want to see the logged in user details. It should show if a user is a donor, or someone applying for food stuff. So in the dashboard, it should figure out according to the details that I have in my database. Am I a donor or am I someone who is applying for food stuff? So it should figure out that. Also, for everyone who is applying for an item, let's just call them item, show their application history or application history. Show them their application history. What else can I show? I can only show the application history. Okay, and household details, details, and show household details. So let's see if we have anything left for the user profile. So I want to fix the user profile, and I only want to see my profile, but it should show if I'm a donor or I'm someone applying for any item. So everyone who is applying for any item, they should see the application history, also details, and any other relevant details. Okay, so we have specified what needs to be seen. Okay, also I'm thinking of this. I've been donating. Okay, I've been donating and people have been applying for my food stuff. So also for the donor, show donation history. I'm going to show the donation history, of course. Then after showing the donation history, show donation history and tell me, and and show how many households applying or picked my items. Okay, so I want to see that dashboard. So these are the main features that we need, I think, for now. But let's do this. Let's see if there's anything else. So I've specified the features that I want. Okay. Now the AI can go ahead and build those features by itself. So it can build the features by itself. But remember AI at some point can get confused in what it's building, and also can build and produce the output without testing the output. So we want to restrict it, or we want to instruct it. By the time you are finishing doing everything, make sure that first you test if the code that you produced is working and secure. And then after you test and if you think everything is secure, then update that code base. Okay. Now, after you prompt all the features, now you want to instruct it to do that particular activity. So let's do this. Always stick to the user, to the UI, UX, and make it clean and easy to use. Of course, we want it to produce something better. Make sure all the features you are creating are functional. Make sure that all the features are functional before you update the code base. So I have to make my prompt as long as possible and as detailed as possible for it to understand. So I think this is it, everything we need for that user profile. Then I'm just going to I'm just going to press enter. Then it's figuring out by itself. It's bootstrapping, it's trying to understand my prompt, exploring the code base. First, it's going to explore the existing code base for the profile. Then after that, it's going to find for the patterns. As you can see, it just identified that file. Now it's exploring the code base in that existing profile page. Then it's going to figure out by itself. So it's trying to explore everything to understand the existing code base. Then it will now start building. Let's wait and see. But as we wait, I can see Slawad. You're asking, you are using Casa A. How many prompts does it give a day? Personally, I don't exhaust my Casa prompts. Uh, I'm just careful in what I do. I'm just careful in what I do. But of course, I can't depend on Casa always. These prompts, I have to depend on um, other AI tools like the cloud here, so that I first understand the problem before I start prompting Casa. Uh, Eunice, how are you, Eunice? I can see you here. I can see you are on the call. And good morning, Eunice. Happy to see you here again. Eunice, it's the first time. Worry not. What we basically do is purely vibe coding. So it's purely vibe coding. And we don't write any code like go in here, write in code, no, in your editor. No, we don't do that. We just prompt AI and see how much can AI do? How much can these AI tools do? Just testing how much they can do. Then we just explore the features. So in case you missed the previous and you want to get the code base, you can just go to my YouTube channel and then you can see the existing um, or the previous live sessions. can see the previous live sessions, guys. They are right here. You can just go to live, then you can get the previous live sessions. They are right here. Okay, let's see. Who else is here? Kinyenzi TV. Yes, that they're asking if these recorded sessions are available after class. Yeah, the recorded sessions are just right here, here on my YouTube channel. You can check them here on the live section. You have all the previous sessions. So this one is purely vibe coding. We are not doing anything outside. We are not writing our own code. Everything is generated by AI and edited by AI. Now, as you can see, in case you have never seen this, it's calculating how many tokens I'm using. You can see 11,000 tokens. This seems to be a heavy task. Anyway, let's see how far we can go with this. So this one is building the household details and application history. So it's basically trying to build all those features. You guys feel free to invite your friends to join the call. Feel free to share with your friends to join the call. And also give me a like if you just joined. You can like, just give me a like. That will boost me a lot in getting more AI credits for us to use and vibe code. So it's testing, as you can see, it's testing the profile. So what does it want to do? It wants to do the test again, npm run build command. It's trying to test the application, but we really need that. Okay, let's see. Let's see what it does. Application compiled successfully with no errors. Testing. It seems that was working correctly. Let's see. Kill the bash after it's done testing. Seems everything is cool. So let's see what we have built. Let's see what we have built. Let me just make this close. So let's see what we have built. What do we have? Okay, you can see our application is right here, no problems. So let me click the profile and see the moment of truth. There we go. I knew it. I knew it. It's not working. So that one we might be required to figure out manually. So it seems it tested. It seems it tested. Let's figure out where it added everything. Let's figure out donations, request food. Let's see. Did it add anything here in the home page? Okay, let me just inspect and see the error that we have. This one say it's not big deal. And code reference. React is not defined. Oh, I knew it. Profile page. You might be required to fix this manually. Profile page. This one is easy. Import React. from React. There you go. It's working now. This one is not looking good. This one is not looking good. Okay. It didn't specify some more few things, but let's fix. Let's see. This one is not looking the best. It's not the best. So profile. Ooh. Let me see. It's loading profile. Why is it when I reload here, it's loading that profile, but when I click on home page, then click again on profile, it's showing different things. Okay. You have something here, donations made, one, also helped, completed donations. Okay. So my donations, I only donated maize, partially claimed. I can actually delete that donation. Impact and analytics. This one, successful donations. Let me see. So you can see here, initially it's a donor. But when I refresh this, it's no longer a donor. So my system is conflicting because I have two things here. You see, the problem is one, view donations. At some point, you can see I donated this food stuff, okay? At some point, I'm a donor. And at some point, I also collected the same donation. So there's a problem there. Does it mean, logically speaking, does it mean if I have the capacity to donate, I don't have the capacity to also to pick an item? Okay, you see, we have a problem there. Now, what if I do this? What if now we go further in restriction and say, if I donated a particular item, just like this, I donated this particular item. Personally, that means, for example, I have a lot of maize, but I also need a substitute of rice, but I don't have rice. So that means I can donate rice and I can donate, maize, but I don't have the capacity to apply for the same thing that I've donated. Then, but I can apply for something like this. For example, we have some farmers who do a lot of farming and they have this certain kind of crop or yield, but they need something else. So why can't I just apply for something else? That's a nice problem that we are facing right there. So that means we need to restrict this. I can't pick my own donation. So let's just note that here. Let's create another feature here. Let's just describe it. I can donate but can't apply same item I donated. Okay, I can donate but I can't apply for the same item that I donated. Okay, So that is the first restriction. Again, in the profile, I can just create a button to toggle between the items that I've donated and the items that I've picked, instead of confusing this particular feature here. So you see, I'm already in the home page. Just see the behavior. When I click profile, I can see all the everything that we have here and all these details. But when I refresh, it's not picking the same details. It's picking me as someone who needs help. Why can't I fix that? So we have those two features to fix in the profile. So in profile, let's just go straight to the prompt and then fix it. So we have to be keen here and explain the error or explain our approach. But before I explain, let me see you guys what you have to say. Cleopas Mwangi. Morning, Eunice. I can see you. Cleopas Mwangi, how are you? You're saying it's a great community. We appreciate, guys. Everyone who is joining, we appreciate. Give it a like. You can also subscribe. You can subscribe to the channel so that we grow together. Let's see. Now, I can donate, but why can't I apply for the same item? So, I want no, let's just go straight to fix the feature where let me just personalize it like human like language. Let me assume that I'm speaking to the machine. So if fix the feature where if I applied, not if I applied, if I donated an item, that means I can't apply for the same item. So how are we going to validate this? The system is going to, of course, pick the items, my details from the database. Then after picking the details from the database, of course, it's going to see if I'm trying to apply the same details and everything. It's not going to pick, or it's not going to accept me to apply. So that means this prompt should fix that issue. So fix the feature where if I donated an item, that means I can't apply for the same item. Cool. Let's see. Okay. So we have that. Then in the profile, in my profile, feature number 2. Feature 2, I want for one, I want in the profile, in the user profile, let me just tag the page. In the profile page, so I want in the profile page to create 2 buttons where I can view between let me just use me as a donor and me as someone who is applying, of course, who is applying for an item. So I have to fix these 2 issues. So we identified those 2 issues, and that's the best approach that we can take for now. So if I click these 2 buttons, so I'm going to assume I'm going to create a button here view me as a donor, and if I've donated any item, show my analytics. If I have picked anything, click the button, it shows my analytics. So it's not going to confuse this. So before we continue, I want to explain this to AI. Uh, do I really need to explain it here? No, let me just explain before adding the feature here. So I'm going to edit the prompt. So, two, for the profile is not working as expected because on refresh it shows different things because a user might be a donor and at the same time might be in need. So I want in the food page, so that makes sense now. That makes more sense. But we have another problem right here. These things looks extremely ugly. Okay, extremely ugly. So the profile, the profile page looks ugly. Make sure it's way more beautiful. It's way more beautiful. Make it more beautiful and user friendly. So I'm going to submit that prompt. Then I'm going to wait it for it to build the system. I'm going to wait for it to build the system. So it's fixing the donation blocking issue where if I have donated an item, I can't apply for the same item because that's an error or that's a problem that we just noted with the system. So it's trying to fix that particular issue. So let's see how far it can go in fixing. Let's see how far we can go with that. So it's adding view toggle. Of course, it's fixing this page. It's fixing. So we should not be having that error anytime from now. So let's wait for it to finish adding the features. So anyone with any question? I'm just looking for any question as we wait for it to fix those issues. Okay, let's see. Let's see how far it is. It's actually fixing all those toggle buttons. It's building the code right there. It's working on the code, adding all these necessary buttons. So Eunice, you're saying as a beginner, I want to know how you connect these AI tools to VS Code. Most of these tools are built in. So for example, for Copilot, when you go to um, VS Code, you are going to see Copilot. You're just seeing some few things like this. You see like chat, Copilot, something like these buttons. So if you update it, you're going to get these recent features. And then you can just prompt right here. So for me, we said Eunice, we have several features or several tools. The first one, you can use Casa AI with this built-in chat here, where you can just prompt it, then it's just going to do the same things that this terminal is doing. It's going to do the same thing. Okay, it's going to create the code, then it's going to automatically update it here. For the what do we call it? Copilot, still doing the same, but this one is Casa. In case you want to use a Windsurf, it's all the same functionality, the same feature. So most of these are already up to date according to the editors. But for the terminal, just like mine, I'm using another tool called Cloud Code. It's called Cloud Code. So you just have to install it in the CLI. Austin, you say, how can you include a chatbot on the side as a copilot? Okay, I don't understand what you mean. How can you include a chatbot on the site? On the site, specifically, this is our community, specifically this community app here. You mean this community food bank? If that's what you mean, uh, just say that's what you mean so that I can guide you or I can explain. Yes, okay, okay. So you mean, so before we include any chatbot in the site, or before you include any feature on the site, on any website, you have to understand that feature. What role is that feature going to play into the system? Do we have any visible use case where you can include that feature? So first evaluate, do you really need that feature? Let's see, let's evaluate our system and see if we can include any chatbot right here. So let's debug our problem, but let's see. Okay, no request. So our food app here, we have this request food stuff. You have this feature here, request food stuff. No, view donations. Let's fix this. Request specific food stuff. Okay. Request food stuff here. Let's see how we can integrate a chat message here. I think it's done. It's just updating, so it will keep on refreshing. Who is this? Who is this guy? You can basically just drop scaling the your backend. You can just drop. You are not forced to be here. You can just drop. Okay, let's see what features do we have here. Let's see. See, it's not yet complete. It's not yet complete, so it might interrupt us as we demo the chatbot. So let's wait for it to finish so that it won't refresh and see how we can do. Okay, I need someone to remove this guy. Unfortunately, we can't allow disrespect. scaling your backend. Okay, let's see. Let's see. It's done. Let's see if it's done. Yeah, it's done now. It's done now. It's done. So let's first see our profile. Let's see our profile. Ooh, you can see our profile is right here now with better analytics. Our app is here with better analytics. As you can see, my username is right here. I can edit an household. Very clean, very clean. And I can see donations made if I'm a donor, food received, requests made, total completed. Okay. So I can see the overview, I can browse food, I can start donating. So in starting donating, I can do this, I can donate, and also in my profile, I can browse food stuff. I can browse some food stuff. So as you can see, this feature has been added, but we still have one problem. It's not really a problem. We need to do a fresh start for it to look better. So the first thing that we need to do is either apply for a fresh donation and see here the new analytics, or donate. So we can do both and see how it works. Donate a foodstuff. Let me donate a foodstuff. Let's see, donate any foodstuff. Bread. Let me just donate bread. We have 40 kg or 40 loaves of bread. Best before 29th, available until 23rd. Just random dates for it to work. As soon as possible, collect this sub. Collect this one as sub. Continue to location. I can type address manually. Just a random address. Review and post. Then share with community. I agree. Then share with community. Posting donation. That one has been posted successfully. So let's see our profile. If our profile updated that, donations made. Oh, there we go. We have our donations. I'm a community donor here. You can see. Very nice community donor. And you can see whatever I donated. So let's see the donations. If I can apply for something I donated. Bread. Apply for this bread. Let's see. That means he didn't fix that issue to do with applying for something that you donated. Okay. So let's see. Let me just refresh and see if it fixed that issue. Now you see, we still have the same problem. So when I refresh, I can see my donations right here. But when I click here and click the profile, I can see my donations. That's weird. But anyway, we're going to fix that. Jackson, today you just learned the meaning of a sub. Will there be a leaderboard? Okay, we can think that about that feature, but this one seems to be working. View donations. but it seems still I was able to successfully apply for that food stuff, and which it's not a good look for the system. Start donating. Let me see my profile. Still stuck. Why is my profile still stuck? Why is it having this hard time? I now can't browse my donations. It was working. Okay. So what do I need to do? I need to make this feature persistent. 3 members, household standard, edit household. Okay, let me just sign out. Sign in required. Do I really remember my password? 1, 2. There you go. So my profile, donations made 0, applications made 0. Okay, let me apply for this new one. Who applied? Submit application. Application successful. Let me go to my profile. 2 donations made. Items claimed 0, in which I claimed 2. Impact analysis and report. We have this. We have this new exciting features here. Impact your community. Okay, this is cool. Then still the same problem. Okay, so the final prompt. This one I'll force you AI. You are not lucky today. So the same the same problem is persisting. Okay, the same problem is persisting. So when I refresh the profile, it's not showing any analytics, even though I have donated, even though the user has donated and also applied for items. This is always happening to the system. This is always happening to the system. Fix that and make sure the profile is working correctly. And also I noted the user can also still apply for an item they donated. Also fix that as well. Make sure no security and security issues and errors. Reinforce rain. Of course, I like reinforcing the functionality. Okay, it seems our AI today is not working exactly the way you want, and this is the problem now with the AI. You see, as much as it seems to be good, it is still has its own problems. It is still has its own problems. So let's wait and see if it's going to fix that problem. Let's see if it's going to reinforce that problem. Okay, so it's building the features, it's reinforcing the profile. So we expect it this time to work. So actually you can see today, because it's hallucinating a lot, I'm almost going to get I'm almost exhausting my context here. See 0. So let's see. Let's see if it's going to update the context window here. I'm also almost exhausting my credits. Let me show you this. Let's see. So it's compacting conversation. Actually, I've exhausted my credits. Okay. Okay, let's see what it's telling me. Oh no, these are just updates. Anyway, so it's fixing. Actually, it's fixing the problems here. It seems I'm good. Seems I'm still good to go. Let's see how far we go. Let's first see how far we can go with this. Let's see how far can we go with this. Okay, it's fixing this, but I expect it to reinforce this feature. I expect it to reinforce the feature for us. And if it doesn't, okay, it seems it's complete here, but same problem. Household members, yes, that's true. Requests made 0. Start donating. Okay, still fixing. Implementing donation self-blocking. In the meantime, let me go to the database and see if I can delete some few applications. Let me just delete directly because I don't want to delete the whole donation. Applications. So I applied for this. I applied for this. I applied for it again. And I applied for this. So let me just delete these collections. These are applications. Delete. So that it won't remember that we have any application. Let me see for the donations. Applicants, It's a nari, 0. Applicants, you have these applicants. So let me just delete the applicants details right here. Then also here, I need to delete the applicants. I want everything to set to 0 and see if I can apply something I just donated. And my household, how many households are fine. So it seems this one is working. Let me just test it first. Testing functionalities. So we are going to wait for it to test by itself, then we are going to test ourselves. So it tests at some point, it will test. Then if it finds something, we have a bug, then it will fix again before it completes the final and it tells you that this is the final thing. So it will test. If it finds a problem, then it will fix the problem by itself. So let's see. Testing functionalities, that means it has passed. Now user array today are declared without trying to block. Okay. So let me see if my profile has anything. This should be reading 0. Also 3. Also members. So that is fine. So donations page. It found an error in editing donations file, but it will fix by itself. Profile. Okay, it's fixing this, but this one is telling me I have a food applicant. Ooh. Actually, this thing is not correct because I had already updated my database. Remember that I had updated my DB. It should reset everything to 0 now. I'm a food applicant. Okay, let's see. We are just waiting for it to complete testing. Then we see if it's working. Implemented a self-blocking. Okay, that seems to be good. Fixed asynchronous data loading state management. We shall see. Fixed the user type detection analytics. We shall see that. Fixing profile data not loading properly on refresh. Okay, we shall see if that is really correct. So it seems it edited everything, so I'm going to restart. Let me just restart. Why? I don't know why I feel like I need to restart this. I don't know why I feel that. Let's see. Okay, view donations. Ooh, you can see clearly now. You can see it fixed when I view donations, because I'm the same person who loaded this. Clearly, I can't. Your donation cannot apply. This is my own donation. I can't apply for this donation. So that's correct. Tick. Yeah, we have done that. So that one is tick. Let me see something else. So this one is not me. This one is Mark Lewis. So I can apply for this donation. Your donations cannot apply. Okay, let me see. I can apply for this anonymous donor. So we still have some work to do here, but worry not. Let's fix the profile first. Total donations for that analytics is correct. Available now for correct. Partially claimed 3. Registered donors. Registered donors 3. Okay, we're going to figure out. Okay, profile. Okay, I'm a food applicant. Food requests, request food, my requests, household details. Ooh, you can see household details here. They're looking clean. They're looking clean. Household members 3. Edit households. So I know we might be having a problem here. So I'm going to donate something new and see if it's going to update. So donate. I'm going to donate. What am I going to donate? Let me donate sugar. Sugar. Sugar, we don't need that much. We need only 10 kg. It's best before. I'm only available till when? Till this date. Till this date. Okay. And actually I noted that in the calendar you can add specific time here for available till this specific time. So this one is new. You can pick this one. It's flexible. You can pick anytime. Anytime, any day. Just a random description. Continue to location. Type manually. Specific location. Then post and review. Review and post. Then agree. Then I'm going to post that. So sugar now available for pickup. View donations. You have sugar. Sugar, there you go, available. 100% left. I can't apply for this. So my profile, donations made 3. Food received. Remember that I deleted my details there. Quick action, I can donate, I can browse food. Everything, this one, I can see the analytics, partially claimed. Food received, my donations, I donated sugar, bread, and maize, which is correct. Impact analytics, donations claimed. Okay, we are going to fix that. Of course, we need to apply for one. Someone needs to apply for our food stuff so that we can see that update. Food received. Start receiving community. Request made. This is correct. No one has applied for our food stuff so far. Donor view. As a donor, applicant view. Have I applied for anything? Let's see. So I'm going to refresh and see if I have any changes. There you go. Okay. I need to see this. We need to see this. Okay, let's apply for anything here and see. This is not my food stuff. Let me apply for these. Apply for 5. Let me apply for 10. 30% is 8. Okay, so submit application. This household has already applied for this. Then I'm going to see my profile. Applicant, food received. So clearly that problem is a big problem. A big system problem. So that clearly means we can't see the previous dashboard that we just saw. This is a food applicant. Browse also details. This makes sense when it comes to this, but as well I can see the food stuff just that I just applied for. Food received, request made. This is crazy. Eh, We have a big mountain to climb, guys. View donations. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Available, partially claimed, fully booked, 0. Registered donors. But I have 4 registered donors. Let me see how many donors do we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many registered donors here? Say we have 5, but we only have 2 registered donors from the backend. Okay. Let's fix that. That one is very easy. We just need to reinforce the rules. Okay, Kumar, you are saying, hey, if you are using Cloud Code, then try using Roo Code. It connects Cloud Code and can make better results and planning. Although it will cost you a bit tokens. Okay, I'll research on that. That is the Roo Code. I'll research on that. So this means it's losing its context. Okay. This one is a nice problem, a very nice problem to experience. We can only view our donation, just see here. We can only view the donation that we made if we donate. So why is this happening? So why is this happening? We can only view if we donate something. So let's see this. If I donate something, just random, as soon as possible, just random text, just random details, view post, agree and continue, share donations. I've already done that, right? So if I click on my profile, that's when I can see this. But if I refresh, we have a big problem there, a big mountain. And it's really actually working here. So this, we might be required to fix it manually. So let me see if there's something here in the profile page. Those are the states. Oops, what did I touch? Okay. So we have this user, its current profile, user ID, fetch user details, get user donations, DB donations, donor ID is equals to current user.uid created. That's perfectly fine. User requests, it's fetching correctly, claimed query, unsubscribed donations, console, unsubscribe request. What does this one? Unsubscribe donation. Okay. I get what it's doing. Unsubscribe claimed application query. So here, get applications to users' donations for impact metrics. Get applications to users. So db.connection in which that was correct. Unsubscribed applications. This one is on snapshot, in which it's real time as compared to everything is on snapshot. Okay. Donations claimed by, that's fine. Separate effects to determine user type once all data is loaded. User type. So if all data is loaded, it's the current user. It's donation application. So new available user. If user is a donor or is an applicant, new is both. Let's see if user is donor, the user should be donor. If the user is an applicant, the user should be an applicant. Otherwise, the user should be new. Okay, fine. So we are going to load the donation, loaded everything. We might be required to figure out this code manually, guys. Get view statistics, view stats. I have no problem with that. So maybe profile view. This user is a donor, or profile view overview. Okay, no problem with that. And status update. No, I don't need that. I don't need delete. Format date. Get status color. No need. If current user, okay, I need to sign up. That's fine. I have no problem. It's loading. I have no problem with that. Okay, let me see here. Get profile description. If a user is a donor, okay, if it's a applicant, and if the user is both. First of all, this is one of the problems and the previous ones. So let's see what it's returning my profile. So if the user is a donor, so that. Otherwise, the user is an applicant, so that. No problem with that. Get profile description. This is where I need to fix. Okay, one more prompt. Get it. Okay. This is still not working well. So, as a bad developer who doesn't know how to code, I can do two things. Either first ignore checking the user type, if it's a donor or an applicant, but we need to check. Okay, so we need to check if a user is a donor or an applicant. But why can't I just ignore that, checking that specific condition, and then just go straight to the database, fetch the details, then once it's on the front end, of course, now again, the same problem. You have to differentiate the user type. Okay, the system is still not able to differentiate the user type. If he's a donor, or applicant, or both, the user doesn't. This system is having hard time differentiating that if the user is a donor, applicant, or the donor, applicant, or both. I want to reinforce this. How can I reinforce this, the system? Remember, we have vibe coding. We don't want to do anything manually. We could have done it, restricted it, but we are just vibe coding. Let's stick to the theme of the live call. So, okay. I want to reinforce these checks. I want you to reinforce these checks because all the users can be both. So just go to the DB and fetch details and show where necessary. In which I doubt this will work. I also doubt this. I still doubt this. differentiate the user type if the donor is an applicant or both. I need to reinforce these checks if all the users, because we now when I refresh when I refresh, I can only see the applicant but not donor, even though the user is both. The user is both. Make sure to fix this. Okay, if this one doesn't work, we are cooked. If this one doesn't work, we are cooked, guys. Okay, now you see, the moment that we are starting building the application, it was just easy because mostly was the UI and the basic features. Now, this is what happens when you are working with complex systems. The further you go, the more complex the system gets because we have to do checks and checks and checks. The first thing that we were building was just the basic front end and donate and save the details to the database. The further we go, the further we realize we need to restrict people from applying for food that they have donated, limit people the amount, and also update user profiles and the rest. The further we go, the more the system gets complicated, and the more the data um, keeps on connecting to each other, or this endpoint relies on the other. So this is how big systems work. For example, let's figure out our database. It's not the best, it's not good at all, but let's see what we need to. I'll figure it out from the first time. Okay, we have several things happening in the database as we wait for the system to fix. Yeah, so we are waiting for that to fix. This is how most of this data works. So our main details here is we need to capture user details. If they log in, sign up, we need to capture their user details, and that is the ID that they have been assigned. Okay, they have been assigned the moment that they created their account. So after we checked on that, we need to save their details. Then whenever you are donating something or applying for something, we need to check your user ID. And user ID is specifically this user ID here. This specifically user ID right here. Okay, this is the specific user ID that you need to check. So this ID, we might be required to duplicate it everywhere. The moment you sign up, the moment that you donate, the moment you make a food request, the moment that you add into your household collection. So this ID might be required everywhere. Now, if we have this user ID, as you can clearly see, yeah, registrant ID. So if we have that user ID, we can go to our front end and now query. Go to the donations. The user who has signed up.id, the user ID, if their details exist, of course, we are going to match the ID, not show their details. That is the user. Also for the user profile, the moment anyone updates any details, then they can see their details as well. So by referencing to that user ID. So the user ID every time, always make sure that you track specific user ID. So this is the approach that you could have done as a beta developer. So I can do two things. The moment that you sign up, we can see the sign-ups here, but I can go ahead and redirect all your user details and have a collection of your user details. I can just have a collection of your user details. You can see we never collected user details here. I can collect your ID. Of course, you can never collect your password, any user password. You can collect ID, you can collect email, display name, the time that they signed up, the time that they come to log in again, all those kind of stuff you can basically um, check. You can basically check or save on the database. So yeah, those are possible features that we could have saved here, and they could have saved us a lot. Let's see. Let's see if it's done. It's harmonizing this. Testing the results. App results successfully. No critical console error. Enhanced login provides clear debugging information. All user types now properly detected and displayed. Let's try. Let's test this. Refreshed. The donations are cool. And here is my problem. See, still not displaying. This is a very major problem. The AI is saying that it has fixed. Clearly here, we can't do anything. Okay, let me do this. The bad or the worst thing that I could have done is delete everything. Let me see. Donations. Let me delete all my donations. Document. We are doing the final test. Anytime, any day, delete also this. Don't need this. Anonymous donor. We don't need to delete that from anonymous donor. I just want to delete my own donations. Do I have any food requests? Let me just delete the food requests. Delete. Applicants. I don't have the applicants, food requests, donations. I don't have any donations. I have an household. Fine. Let's see. Let's see what we have here. The analytics, view donations. Analytics correct. Everything seems to be correct here until you check your profile. Why is it saying that I'm a food applicant and I've not applied for anything? Okay, let me just apply view donations. Okay, I still have one remaining. Donations. I just want to make sure no donations related to me. This thing is really hallucinating. I deleted someone else's donation. Okay, I'm just going to clear all the donations. Okay. Let's see. No donations, make your first donations. Profile. Food applicant. Okay, let's see. Let's donate. Donate food stuff. Rice. Rice is 10, view, no, best before 10th, collect by 30th, as soon as possible, collect ASAP, then continue to location, specific location, post and preview. Okay, let me share. It seems I've added this. I've already checked my profile. It's saying that I'm a donor. It's saying that I'm a donor and an applicant. Because I have food, I donated rice. So this is the moment of truth. If I refresh this and it does the same thing, you see, it's bringing the same issue, same issue that we just faced. Oh, okay. This seems not. If I click on profile, if I view donations and I click on profile, this one is crazy. Check. If I click home and I click on profile, it's working. But if I refresh, I'm a food applicant. But if I click any page and come back, I can view this. This one is not fair. But we are going to manually, we are manually going to just do away with these restrictions. Basically do away with some of these restrictions. But that's working. Let's see, how much time do we have? Less time. So for those who have never deployed application, this one we have already deployed to Firebase. So let me just redeploy the new version again to Firebase. Let me just deploy again to Firebase. No. It is the community ls clear. Firebase log out. I have an existing account, that's why I'm logging out to log into this one with this specific app. So Firebase login. CLI emulator suite. Firebase login, specific account is this one. Continue. Allow. Logged in successfully. So I'm going to yarn build, then deploy to Firebase. Then Firebase deploy. That's easy. As easy as that. Till once you have a question. Between Firebase, MongoDB, and Supabase, which one is the best to work with AI? For sure, MongoDB. Okay, this one is cool. Open the link. Okay, this one is working. Profile. Do you have any view donations? Only one donations. I can't apply for the donation. You can see my profile right here. My profile is here. It's working, guys. It's working. It's working now. It's fine. It's now fine. It's now fine. Yeah, this was a nice progress. So let's put it on GitHub as well. So let's put it on GitHub. CD. No. Yeah, CD community git add git commits added profile page. Mwendo, how are you? Hope you're well. I hope you have enjoyed the session. I hope you have really enjoyed the session. So let me just push this one to GitHub. Push origin master. Let me just push it directly to GitHub, so that you guys can have access to the repo. And I had already shared the repo on the chat. You guys, you can check it. You can check the repo. You can check the repo right there. The new updates for the repo. It's right there on the chat. Anyway, that's it, guys, for our today's session. That's what we learned. And we finally fixed this donations page. Finally. We finally fixed this donations page, and yeah, and I love it, guys. Thank you for joining. We'll see you in the next live session where we are going to do the other logic, and basically it's the simplest one. It will be the simplest one. It will be the simplest one. Creating admin dashboard and who can access the dashboard. See? Who can access the dashboard? So we are going to transfer all this. Now, the easiest thing with that is, you see where we are checking the profile here. The admin is simple because remember here we are checking the user type. Is it a donor or is it an applicant? So we are checking this specific user type. But for the admin dashboard, the only two things that we are going to check is whoever signed up has been granted admin rights. Okay? Whoever signed up, has they been granted admin rights? Yes or no? So that is the first condition that we are going to check. Then, otherwise, we are going to take the whole content now. Doesn't matter, it's not checking the user. We're just going to take the whole database here. We're just going to check the whole database, entire database, and just map it here in the user, the admin dashboard. That one will be very easy, just like displaying everything, just displaying the math in the database, and that one will be very, very easy. This one we are looking at the logic, and remember the rule was to vibe code without having to fix the code manually. So it to vibe code and see how much can AI do. Is it really going to take our job, or is it going to reduce the amount of time that we take doing specific tasks? So, and clearly we can see we can reduce the time, but definitely we need to figure out things manually. Yeah, that's it, guys. What I've seen, this is really glad I'm able to see some of the challenges I had deployed tackling or some presentations. So thank you. Thank you. As now you can see the real problems that we go through. Don't assume that you're a beginner. We also go through these problems every now and then. As developers, these are common problems now. And for those who have joined the 4 days, you can tell we have made some progress on how we prompt, on how we think, and on how we think of a feature and then change it along the way, and how we generate new features as we move on with creating the system. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining. I appreciate your time. I appreciate everyone who joined the call, and we really enjoyed the session with you guys. Thank you. See you in the next one. Make sure to subscribe and also give me a like if you enjoyed the session. See you in the next session. Steven, you're asking, are you supposed to redeploy or update the already existing deployment? It's just updating the existing deployment to the newest version. Just like updating the newest version of the app.